Good morning, Japan. Gaijin Joe here. So one of the things that I want to do is talk about how oils and fossil and some of those healthy life choices are working in my life. I have, some of you know this, I have 6 children. I have 7 grandchildren. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But my oldest is in her 30s. My youngest is 13. Now, my 13-year-old has always been a picky eater. And, 12 years ago, 10 years ago, when I really should have been pushing those healthy eating options for him, I was tired. Like I didn't know about the fossil. I didn't know about the positive life choices. I grew up kind of like just racing through life, trying to get from one thing to another to another. And when you have children, you know that that's generally your life, right? You wake up, you're like, oh, I have to get all of these kids out of the door. I've got to get, and none of your kids are the same. So you have 6 for me. At the time I had 5 individual, like little personalities who often were at odds with one another over something. And then I had my last child, who's, like I said, he's 13. He was a picky eater. And I just kind of allowed that. And I think most parents understand, and they've experienced that beige food phase with their kids, right? Their kids won't eat things that aren't beige. I want corn dogs or chicken nuggets or pizza or French toast. So he went through that, and everybody's like, oh, it's okay. It's normal. He'll grow out of it. Well, he has kind of grown out of it a little bit, but not a lot. He has sensory processing disorder, which is something that I have, and that is something that gets better as you get older. When you're younger, everything feels very strong. If you have sensory processing disorder, like you tie your shoes really tight, or you can't handle wearing socks because of the seam across the toe. All these little things, really little things that you're just like, oh, why does this bother me so much? Oh, it's because you have sensory processing disorder, probably. That was what I was told. So I didn't realize it until I looked back after I was an adult and I saw the same kind of behaviors in some of my children. And so I just kind of thought he'll grow out of it. He'll learn to eat better. And he does eat more foods, but he's not a healthy eater. So, what do you do? What do you do? He's 13. He's kind of set in his ways. Well, I have him drink, the first thing that I have him do every morning is drink fossil. That's the doTERRA drink that has like 118 different minerals in it. And he didn't like some of the flavors. So, here I am. This is his morning right here. This is the cashews. And he starts his day with that. And it's not the best alternative. It's not the only thing that he needs, but it's a step in the right direction. And it helps me to feel a little bit better knowing that he's got something healthy that he's starting his day off with. And, and we're making little improvements along the way. But that is one way. If you have a picky eater, if you worry about whether or not they're getting the vitamins and the minerals and all of the things that they need, and you just don't know how to get that stuff into them, and you don't want to use some of those, just really sugary vitamins that they market to kids, fossil is a good alternative. Right? And there's so many different flavors, and one bottle of fossil will last you. You just need like 1 capful. Honestly, I give him a little bit more than 1 capful because he really needs it. But 1 capful is all you need, and you can mix it with anything. You can mix it with yogurt. You can mix it with to make like a drink. You can mix it with soda water. You can mix it just with water. You can make a fruit juice or a smoothie out of it. There are so many options for fossil, so you can give your child or yourself, these minerals that they need without them even realizing that they're getting it. And I think that's like the first step to healthy living, is making those choices. And I wish I had done it when he was younger. I wish I had known about this. Fossil is not available in America, but we've been here 10 years, so I don't have any real excuse. I just recently got involved with doTERRA. So that's one step in my wellness journey, and I'm going to be including the stories for myself, but also my family, as we go through this process of trying to change our lives, to become healthier, to make better choices. And my first step with my family, all of my family, but especially my picky eater son, is to get him to drink this fossil every morning and start his day off right. So, you guys, do you have tips for picky eaters, for how you use the fossil, what you think it's good for? I would be really interested to hear it. So let me know. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye-bye.